And hello there folks, welcome back to RJB TV with me, your host, RJB, who runs the show here on RJB TV. And today, as you might see, there are two names on the board here that you've probably never ever seen before here on the channel, but two players who are quite well known amongst the Korean fastest players. Quite well known. We have the player Nieldu, also known as Donggle. In the previous video, like 2 videos ago, I cast the game of Nieldu against Burger Sasu, and back then I wasn't too sure who that person was. But since then I found out that it is in fact the ladder player, a high-level amateur player, very high-level amateur player, oftentimes makes it into the top 100 on the ladder for the normal maps. Very strong player, Donggle. Very strong on Terran, it's a Terran main, and has been playing a lot of fastest over the past year or 2, and he's become really good at fastest. And then we have the player OTP TPO, who is known to almost everyone as the player Gas. Like literally just Gas. And he has been on the channel before in 3v3 and 2v2. Not sure when, not sure which video, but he's been on the channel. And in that, I remember him being an extremely good 2v2, 3v3 player. And most of the times, these very high level 2v2, 3v3 players on the Korean maps, in the Korean community, they are very good at 1 vs 1 as well. Very, very good at 1 vs 1. But almost always, they are S rank players on the ladder. Almost always an S rank player on the ladder. So we have Donggle here, going for double gateway Nexus. Standard opening. Usually this is something they do on a corner spawn location. I mean a middle spawn location, not on a corner spawn. Most of the times at a corner spawn they go for Nexus, Forge, Gateway, and then 2 cannons in the choke and then gas in the back to get a cyber core and finance that advanced technology. But we have Donggle going for, well, the build order that's usually done on a middle spawn. But it shouldn't be too hurtful to him because we have Gas going for a double barracks build order, goes for a straight up choke right after the double barracks. No gas in the back, gonna go for a command center first. Quite risky, I would say, but I'm sure that this guy knows what he's doing. Like, I've seen him play 2v2, 3v3. His micro and his multitasking is absolutely absurd. He's one of the very best players in team games, one of the very best players in the world when it comes to team games. So I have very high expectations here from him in this 1 vs 1. Now, 1 Zealot against 2 Marines. He's gonna just run all over the base, get all the information, and just see what Gas is doing. Because if he knows what Gas is doing, he can formulate and create a plan to kill him. Because that is the goal, to eliminate the opponent. So Donggle is going to wait there in the front and going to make sure that his opponent Gas does not leave the base, while he himself here, Gas, is progressing his economy, and likewise so is Donggle. So Donggle, the Mega Dong, Ding-a-ling-a-ding-dong, is just waiting outside of this base and planning on maybe going for an attack, but then sees that it's kind of a wall off, I can't really go in there. You know what, let's just not try. Let's just stand outside and stare at the opponent and fantasize but how he's going to absolutely eliminate his opponent, who is right here, situated right below him. Factory and academy on the way. He's only going for double barracks. He might go for 3, 4, and 5. Most of the time we see a 5 barracks coming out there from middle spawn players, because you just need more Marines, more units to protect yourself from all the different angles shuttles can fly in from. There's just way more different pathways for a Protoss to take if you are on a middle spawn. At the top, like let me just highlight this. The top, got the top left, you got the left side, the front side, then you got the bottom left, and you got the bottom. Likewise, on the other side of the map, it's all on the right. So yeah, there's 5 angles to go in from with shuttles, so quite dangerous. So yeah, you really do need a lot more Marines. He's getting a engineering bay. I don't see any Marines coming out yet, but he's going to go for double starport to go for the starport defense against those shuttles. Quite a good choice, in my opinion. but not the strong... Oh, now this might be interesting. So the plan here from Donggle is to shuttle his zealots across that hill into his opponent's base. But of course, we have Gas planning on running through that choke point there with his firemen and marines and breaking the house down. So both players here have very interesting plans, and because Donggle had one zealot outside of that opening of Gas, he changed his mind immediately. He's not going to shuttle those zealots over the hill, he's going to use them to protect his choke instead. And just by doing that, even if Gas is not even planning on breaking through that choke point, he is playing Donggle in the psychological game. He has him doing exactly what he wants. We should give him the opportunity to get his race out onto the map and use the race to snipe the shuttle. Although there's 2 cannons in the front, so the shuttle won't die to 2 raids as long as it is within the safety of those 2 cannons. We have 4 gateways, pretty strong progression there, so only 2 barracks, 2 starports. Gas is really playing this as low-key, with as little as he can. Goes in for a stim, the Reavers in the back is going to have to split up and run away, runs away just on time, loses only 2 Marines. But there come the raids, about enough time for the raids to arrive. Going to take down, he's going to unload the Reavers. Now the downside of this playstyle from Gas is that the Marines and Firebats are outside of the base. And in between those Marines and the base, we have Reavers and Zealots. Tank gets taken down there. Ooh, a little bit of a misplay there by Gas. The Raids are taking down the Reavers very slowly. Marines are coming in from the side to take them down, running away to safety. This is very good control there from him. Loses 1 Marine, runs away to safety, but the front door is wide open. Reaver will go down, but the Zealots are inside of the base. We have speed on the way and shuttle speed as well. More Reavers in production, shuttle in production, high tempers in production, and a Stargate there on the way in Dongle's base. But now here in Gas's base, another shuttle arrives with a Reaver. Reaver unloads, SVs are running to safety. Scarab does not... Oh, it kills huge chunk of SCVs. That was a massive, absolutely massive drop. A little bit of a sloppy pull there from Gas. Gas really played this. I would say he played this with the least amount of defense possible. He survived the attack, but you could argue he barely survived the attack because he didn't lose his entire economy. He's only 23 SVs left alive. It's not looking great. Has no choke, has only 3 barracks. If he had more barracks, he could probably just produce Marines non-stop and use them for defense. But I would say at this moment, at this exact moment in time, his opponent should have this game in the bag. Gas simply played this with way too little. And Donggle is just on fire. He's doing everything by the book. He's not taking risks. He's following the game plan. Down to the T's. Down to the T's. So getting a new choke. 27 SCVs, 60 probes from his opponent Donggle. Getting more gateways, he's got 10 at the moment, 2 still warping in. He's got upgrades. Oh, sorry, let me see what his upgrades are. 1 attack is almost finished up. He has Zealot speed, his Storm almost ready. He's getting armor for air so the shuttles don't die when they fly in. So Triple Robo, he's progressing really nice. And look at how he's spending his money. Donggle is really good at spending his money. And he's not just spending it as fast as he can, he's spending it on the things he actually needs, which is what really marks a great player. If you can spend all the money you get immediately and on the things you actually need to win the game, that is a truly great player. Because spending your money is not difficult, but spending it on exactly what you need, now that is a little bit difficult to do. Shuttles are coming in, raid sniping. Okay, this is a lucky break there for Gas. The Temple doesn't load, but the Temple's going to take it down there by the raids. So we only have 2 Zealots there in the base, and they're not going to be much of a problem. So Gas really being given an opportunity to make a comeback here. He's being given the opportunity to survive and make a comeback. A lucky break. So 2 tanks on the high ground being very annoying. Sure, they're coming over the top side, going to fly over turrets, and There's no vision on the high ground here in this top corner, and there's nothing in between. Marines not respond. Okay, Marines respond. Snapping the High Templars. Templar Storms on an empty mineral patch. Just pulls the SVs to safety just on time. Great move. Great move. So he manages to, since that Reaver drop that killed so many of his SCVs, he's managed to prevent any additional damage from happening. Which is exactly what he has to do. It's not easy. It's not easy to prevent damage after you take huge amounts of damage. It's not easy. But he's hanging in there. 40 SCVs. Big drop there, coming over the front. Well, Raids in between. Gonna try to snipe those shells, but there's so many shells that are coming in. Unloading the shells. They have level 1 armor finished up, so they're a little bit beefier than before. It's only Zealots though. No High Templars in the mix. So it looks like the shuttle with High Templars was the first one to die. But the upside of that drop getting in, even if it doesn't kill anything, is that the SCVs have to run to safety, and that does cost them a lot of income. Their SCVs have to restart the mining process. It's not nice, it hurts, it slows everything down. You would of course prefer not to lose any mining time, but it happened. So that's still a win for Donggle. Going to try to get some Zealots on that high ground, but he cannot unload the Zealots. Manages to get one in there. But in come the race to save the tanks on the high ground. Long around 82 probes, getting another Nexus. He's getting the remaining couple of gas as well. He's on 4 at the moment. Gonna go for 9 in total. Getting 2 more Nexus actually, so he's gonna get every single gas. He has a couple more Stargates. He's building a proxy base as well. He's progressing really nicely. Really nicely. He has 2 Cyber Cores for attack and armor for air. He has triple forge, but only 1 forge is spinning at the moment. As an observatory for observers against those raids. More tanks on the high ground there to hit the robos. That's going to be hurtful. Drop comes in there over the top right. Marines in between. Marines not stimming. Oh, they stimmed. They stimmed alright. So he's running to safety. Everything gets stormed to death. Goodbye Marines, goodbye Raids. Raids do survive. Not all of them, but some of them do survive. More Temples are running down to the south. He's just planning on killing whatever he can. Killing some turrets, killing some Marines, killing some Raids, forcing the SVs to run to safety, and they're running very far away. Oh, he's overshooting so much. He forgot to pull them back on time. I mean, it's difficult. Sometimes you're so focused on defending that you way overshoot with the SCVs that are trying to run to safety. So that's a lot of time, or he's literally not mining anything at all. So that's, once again, the big advantage for Donggle, who's now getting a gateway proxy base, because the tanks on the high ground here make moving out with Zealots quite difficult. So he's just going to build another gateway base so that he can ignore this choke point and just run through the middle and attack the front. Instead of having to run through this choke point, take tank fire, and then attack the front. So he's going to use the courses there to... Oh, courses against Raids. Raids don't stand a chance. He killed the Observer instantly. He found it with the detection from the turret there, hunts it down, takes it down, and the Raids do their job yet again. So great raid defense so far there from Gas. But he's still recovering. 51 SCVs. Having those SCVs off the minerals for that long really did a number on him. Big drop there. 4 shuttles there. We have Templars, Zealots, and one of them is empty. Gonna fly back to the front. He's gonna join up with a couple more shuttles. It's gonna be 6 shuttles and a lot of Corsairs. The Corsairs are largely there to fight against the Raids, which at this point maybe no longer have energy for Cloak. They do. A lot of energy there for Cloak. Comes in over the bottom side. Where is he gonna fly in from? He's gonna go over this very nice angle. Almost nothing in between. Shuttles are all stacked up on top of each other. Oh, he storms him, but the SVs ran to safety there to the top side, but this does kill about 11. I think he killed like 13 SCVs, so that's still a pretty good hit. SVs once again not mining. Marines stimming down to the bottom to clear out this infestation. And he just clear it out, but he did take some damage. He took some damage, not a lot. But yet again, at some point, any damage is a net profit for the Protoss. At some point, just slowing down the Terran and growing bigger yourself, that already gets you closer to a victory. Now he does have level 1 attack finished, and he's getting level 2 attack. Level 1 armor, actually. He's not getting level 2 attack. He has 1 armor, 2 armors. He has 1 attack there on the ground. He's having trouble getting additional upgrades because his income is just so low. Let's get 1 armor, 0 shield, 1 attack there for Donggle. Gonna try to take down those tanks yet again, but the turrets there helping him out take down the shuttles. This proxy base is really going to be a saving grace. Now he is getting mind control. He's getting... Well, maybe he already has the interceptor capacity. Getting every single upgrade all at once. For his air, he already has level 1 armor. Level 1 attack on the way. Yeah, not that many gateways in the base. Like, most of his gateways are going to be outside of his base because he's just losing his entire bottom section to tanks on the high ground. It's highly annoying. It's something he has to deal with, but it's not something that he cannot circumvent. Just like this. Get outside of the base, and he'll be fine. Comes in with a really big drop, all stacked on top of each other yet again. That's 5 shuttles unloading. It's within range of those 2 tanks, though, but he's going to try to take in as much as he can. Raid's getting stormed, but they do survive, barely, with almost no HP left. Frontal attack happening at the same time as well. There's almost nothing on the front there. So Zealot's getting on top of the bunkers quite easily, going to take them down. Right here on the top corner, the 2 tanks with the high ground really, really cleaned out those Zealots so easily. The front door is taking some heavy damage, and that is no bueno. Now the supply depots are going to go down. It's going to supply block it. The Raids are going to try to save the front. Units are coming from the back to the front to try and save the supply depots, but that's not going to work. They will die. Oh, wait, actually, he didn't. That was just an attack move, so he wasn't specifically targeting the supply depots. So he misses the opportunity to kill them. Misses the opportunity, but while it was happening, more gateways there on the proxy base. He has 7. That's 11. 7, 11. He's making scouts and Corsairs. Not making carriers. I thought he was going to go for carriers, but he's going to go for scouts and Corsairs. So many observers in this mix. So many shuttles in the base. 10 shuttles. Also has a lot of probes. He's mining a lot of gas as well. Like maybe a little bit too much. He could do with like 6 gas instead of 9. But who knows? Who knows what his plans are? Maybe he's going to need more gas for his next move. But first, very cheeky scout in the mix, along with a bunch of Corsairs and shuttles flying over the top side, ready to go in and once again hit gas where it counts the economy. So he's running safety. A lot of his he's running away. He's unloading a lot of units here on top. A lot of Marines everywhere, but the Marines getting stormed to death. He's trying to get more storms off, but there's some bunkers in between. The bunkers are helping him out, staying alive. Zealot's not doing too much, attacking the bunkers, but in the end, the bunkers are the game changer. It just takes so long to kill the defenses if there's bunkers with Marines inside. Because Marines and bunkers don't die to storms, they help out defending. First the bunker has to die, and then the Marines have to die. A couple bunkers around your command center to help you defend against storm drops goes a very long way. Just makes it all a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier. Yeah, he's still on 4 factory, 5. He did go for the 5 barracks. I gotta give him that. He did go for 5 barracks eventually. Some more courses there, flying over the middle. Oh, SCVs get found and spotted on the middle. Once again, overshot the mark way too much. Okay, here come the raids to take down the shuttles. Shuttles are dying very quickly. A couple shuttles will arrive on the scene, though. SCVs returning to the minerals, but they immediately run to the north. Storms. Oh, that's actually a good storm. Gets 13 SCVs into the shadow zone, the shadow realm, death and destruction. So yeah, he does get a bit of damage down onto gas yet again, but gas still alive, still in the race. Still alive, still in the race. I really want gas to get level 2 attack there on the Marines. It would just help him out so much against these very heavily upgraded shuttles and gateway units, like 212, 212 on the air as well. We got more upgrades there on the way. Let's do Stargates actually. I was building cannons in the middle just to slow down a potential counter attack there from gas, which will at some point, okay, it's happening right now. He's no longer waiting, he's just gonna go, oh, you know what, you're building cannons in the middle, I'm gonna stop that from happening right about now. So he pushes into the middle. Is he gonna go for an attack here, or is he gonna retreat back into his base and defend? I would prefer for him to retreat back into his base and defend, because he does not have a lot of production. Still only 5 barracks. Gonna be 5 factories very soon. It's not a lot of production. But look at this, he's gonna go, while a drop is coming in at the same time as well, he's gonna try to snipe those shuttles yet again with the raids. Gets 2, gets 3 shuttles, gets 4 shuttles. Templar's doing low, Templar's storming on the SCVs, but the SCVs don't get hit because he hits the engineering bay. Oh, the SCVs are so low on HP, look at that. He actually did a lot of damage on those SCVs, but they survived. They survived. Luckily, he has like 5 medics in the back to heal them up. So he's not ignoring the healthcare system to provide support to the workforce. He is taking care of his labor union members. So he gets into the base and uses the high ground to set up quite a strong position. All he needs is a couple more factories and barracks and maybe starports to really get his production going. Because at the moment, everything he loses, he won't be able to replace as quick as Donggle can. Donggle there, another drop there, ready to go. Loses once, okay, storms the high ground. Finally storming on the high ground. He hasn't done that the entire game. Finally using storms to clear out that high ground, which is something he had to do long ago. Excuse me. I had a dry throat. Drop comes in. Oh, it's a drop. Hits the raids. Raids finally dying. They've been in this race for so damn long, and they do almost all die. 2 of them stay alive, but he's great. He's good with a supply. Factor number 6. He's still recovering. He's been getting dropped every single minute so far. He's not been having a great time. He's just been forced to defend, forced to rebuild, forced to reorganize, forced to reinvent himself every single minute of the game. And his front door is wide open, so this is a problem. This is a problem because we've got a drop on the way and units inside the base with a Templar ready to kill those Marines. Maybe the High Templar is gonna get on top of the SCVs just by walking into range. Nope, it's the Marines, but in comes a drop from the front. This is the real problem. SCV's gonna have to run to safety yet again. Run, run, run. Get the safety. Oh no, Templar there getting close. Templar storms on the SCVs. Oh, the SCVs will go down. Oh, luckily most of them survive, but he's got more Templars on the scene ready to storm. Will they storm? He's got... Oh wait, no energy. Oh, tanks. No, this one tank is gonna be the death of him. This one tank is gonna kill him. Okay, the one tank goes down to another tank. Does not kill his own SCVs. Luckily, lucky break. I had a feeling that the one tank was gonna hit a Zealot or a High Templar and then kill all of his own SCVs that just barely survived a huge storm drop. So the medics are gonna heal up everything around this place. Another frontal attack happening. Another 3 shells are coming through. They're empty though. But that's just opening up supply space. Disruption webs with the Corsairs. Beautifully done. This is gonna trick him. It's a trick. He's tricking him into running away and losing minerals while he's running away. And here comes the real drop. So maybe he returns back to the minerals, or maybe he's gonna run away to another base. Arrives on the scene, starts unloading, Templar in between, and that's a storm. This time around, a lot of SCVs do go down. A lot of them do go down. 16 kills. This one has, clicking on it is difficult, 4 kills, so 20 kills there in total. The medics really have to get to work and start healing up those poor SCVs. A couple tanks there beyond the high ground are doing damage. Like, look at this, entire section has been taken down. But honestly, Donggle doesn't really care. He's got gateways over here. He's got robos still alive. He's got stargates. He doesn't mind losing this small little section, although losing this small little section does mean that tanks get closer and closer and closer to the pros. But first, once again, small little frontal attack just to kill a couple of tanks. Because the Zealots have 3-2-3 upgrades, the tanks are in 1-2. Gonna Zealot bomb on top of those tanks. We have another drop being prepared here in the middle of his base. Storming on the raids. Storming on the raids. Ooh, the raids do dodge the storms, but barely though. They're currently on 1-1-1. He hasn't upgraded his raids since the very first round of upgrades. Not that he has had the minerals to get more upgrades though. He has the gas. He's got the gas. His gas is quite good, but the minerals are still quite low. Once again, medics in action, healing up those SCVs, making sure they don't die to a storm. Very important, overlooked detail. Oftentimes, these medics make a difference. He's got 8 factories now. He's got control over this pathway, but the pathway doesn't matter. We have this frontal attack happening yet again. So many shuttles. 12 shuttles, 11 shuttles coming in. Raid's gonna fire. He has observers. Raids do go down immediately within the blink of an eye as we run to safety yet again. Once again, no mineral income happening here for Gas. Gas runs to the bottom, runs through a storm, loses 10. Another storm happening. Oh, storms his own High Templars. Templars go down to the bunkers there in the end. SVs do stay alive, but only 40 of them are still in the running. That was a huge hit. Supply difference is almost 100. Donggle is really managing to make his opponent, Gas, feel the pain. And oh boy, does this look painful. Pain is a spectrum, from 1 to 0. If I had to give this a number, I would give it a 10. He's suffering, never allowed to breathe properly and relax. Every single time an attack is over, the next one is already knocking on his front door. Once again, it's going to be a drop, a big drop. He is very low on supply. The bunkers are keeping him alive. The bunkers are keeping him alive. He's getting level 2 or 3 for the Marines. Level 3 attack for the Marines is on the way. Zealots are coming over the front door. Marines running to safety. Tanks are hitting his own Marines even. Over in the front goes down. A couple more Zealots there on the run. Big drop there once again. 6 shuttles. 6 shuttles. 7 Corsairs to escort the shuttles into the enemy base. These Zealots are just in between all the structures, killing whatever they can. The bottom side is unprotected. Shuttle there comes over the top side. Raids are trying to snipe these shuttles and they get 1 or 2 kills, but disruption webs on the scene, on the bunkers. Starts to unload. That's only 4 of them. Templars waiting to storm. Zealots are running back and forth. It's going to just storm on the Marines. Dark Templars in the mix. Dark Templars in the mix. Zealots in the front hitting SCVs that are running to safety. Oh, wait. The tank is... Nope, not... Maybe it is. Oh, the SCVs are running into... Oh, yeah, the SCVs got hit by a tank shot. Notice the Dark Templar hitting the SCVs as well in the back. He's not noticing this because the Dark Templar is killing the SCVs with 1 single hit. 11, 12, 13, 14... 14... S-scan. He's not noticing this because... Okay, he notices finally. And kills even more of his own SCVs with a tank shot. This is the perpetrator. Gas is completely falling apart. Donggle is very consistently attacking really effectively. Another frontal attack. Just gotta reduce, gotta keep the pressure up. Just reduce the amount of units the enemy has. Just send some Zealots in and have them do whatever they can. At this point, it doesn't matter how much it costs you to hurt the Terran. All that matters is the Terran is so far behind, you just gotta throw things at the wall and see what lands, what sticks, and what hurts him. So Couple is opening up the path. There's only 3 barracks left alive. He needs some vultures. He really needs some vultures. Like, just build some vultures. That's the only thing you can afford to build. Vultures and Marines. Those 26 SCVs on the mineral. 7 gas. That's nothing, basically. Okay, that's just a wild storm, just whatever. Just throwing down a storm, whatever. He's just hoping, maybe I hit the raids, maybe I don't. And oh boy, was he wrong. Oh boy, was he wrong. So we got Reavers now. Oh, Reavers, that's quite nasty. That's quite nasty. How many Reavers? 4 Reavers, 5 Reavers. We have 5 Reavers in the mix. Wait, these High Templars are just gonna walk up and storm on the SCVs. He's gonna walk. Oh, so close, so close. And here comes the real drop. So many things happening all at the same time. Reavers inside. Shuttles all survive. Raid shoots 1 shuttle down, but it unloads a Reaver before it. Oh, Reaver shooting. Oh, this is gonna be a bloodbath. Scarabs don't explode on the SCVs. We have nothing in the back left alive, and GG from Gas as Donggle takes him down in game number 1. Very strong performance. I have to admit, Gas made some small little mistakes early on that I think cost him the game because he never really recovered from losing all those SCVs at the start. It's already a miracle he managed to stay alive for this long, losing like 20 SCVs at the start of the game. That's already a miracle on its own. But Donggle just kept on producing and sending and producing and sending and storming and hitting everything. Just kept slowing gas down, kept hurting him, and eventually he started to peel away the outer layers of Gas's defense's armor. Was just taking it off, bit by bit, until there was nothing left, and Gas had to tap out. Hope you enjoyed this one. We're gonna have a couple more games between these two happening over the next few days, and I sure hope they're gonna be as good as this one. So hang on tight, and look forward to what I'll be doing next. See you soon.